I'm Summer Huntington of Mace, Vinyasa and Shala, and today I'm going to talk about what to expect in my 2-day Heavy Clubs seminar. So I'm hosting my first 2-day Heavy Club seminar in Seattle that is both hybrid, it's in person, it's virtual. Highly recommend coming in person if you can. We're going to spend 2 solid 8-hour days training heavy clubs. First question I often get are, do I need to bring my own clubs? Yes, you do need to bring your own clubs. I have Hephaestus clubs. I have a 15 and a 10. For women, I definitely recommend bringing a 10 and a 15. If you need to drop down to like a 7 or a 5, absolutely. But I really want to encourage you to start with 10 if you can, being your lightest club. A lot of the work that we do will be stacking and racking in your order position, shoulder casting. There's a lot of regressions that we teach. And so day 1, in the first half of the day, we really cover all of the proper club mechanics that you want to make sure that you're integrating to practice really safely, and especially if you plan to train with clients. So things like grip confirmation, elbow lock if you're doing a straight arm flag press, what that actually looks like, what the actual kinesiology behind elbow lock is, shoulder pack, which is a combination of that scapular depression and external rotation, how to cue for that in yourself, how to cue for that in your clients, what to look for when clients are misaligned. We've got a few other mechanics of swinging clubs and mace that are very basic. Crown to coccyx alignment, midfoot balance, hip snap and hip drive, core activation. So that's like preliminary first hour is like, let's cover the theory of all the club mechanics, and let's cover the theory of the 3 T's, triplanar movement, torque, and traction. So the thing that makes working with clubs different is this idea of traction. So when I swing a club, there's centrifugal force moving away from my fulcrum. In this case, my fulcrum is my shoulder. So a single-handed mill is a very technical skill that requires quite a few stepping stones and awareness of the body, proprioception, coordination, agility, speed, timing to be able to perform this without hurting oneself, pulling out a shoulder, dislocating, or having a rotator cuff tear. So what we're doing is not just training the most complex. There's a lot more other stepping stones that I like to teach before we go into some of the classical movements with the clubs. So I designed a program. It's called Warrior Strength. It's gonna be coming out very soon, hopefully in the fall time. And I really just wanted to design a beginner to an intermediate program for clubs with how I train my actual clients and how I train my classes. I ran a group studio, taught heavy clubs classes to people that have literally never touched clubs. And so all the movements that I teach are designed to not hurt the general public and to start with this moving more simple and progressing towards more complex footwork patterns. We save rotational work like side swings. We actually save those for later on. It's like a day 2. It's more of an advanced exercise for the general population. And so we really make sure that my clients have proper hip hinging mechanics, they have proper surging mechanics, making sure that they're actually activating in their positions in their footwork. And then the fun part is adding the clubs to the footwork. So for example, some things that you'll learn at my seminar that might differ from other club seminars or different ways of teaching, compound exercises. So front swings look like this. A front swing to order looks like this. If I want to make this exercise compound and add a lunge, it looks like this. Front swing, tactical lunge, back to starting position, center. Front swing, order, tactical lunge, back to the starting position. Let's say I want to add even more complexity. Front swing, shoulder cast into tactical lunge, back to starting position, center. Front swing, shoulder cast, tactical lunge. There's another variation I almost did automatically. Let's say we wanted to do a front swing into a tactical lunge and then shoulder cast here and then back to center. Striking pattern, lifting pattern, striking pattern, primal movement patterns. Obviously, we want to switch sides as well. So my style of teaching mace work and club work is to integrate functional movement patterns such as the squat, the lunge, the warrior 2 leg stances, the side swings, the front swings. Like I want you to have good footwork. I want you to be able to move your body well under load. So things that we're working on training are our coordination, reaction time, agility, proprioceptive awareness, being able to have the awareness of how to activate our stabilizers first before stepping into some sort of a a compound exercise. Last thing I'll show is our side swing progressions. So yes, we're going to cover side swings. This is something that I find my beginner yogis, which I run a 100-hour online Mace Vinyasa teacher training, and generally my yogis do not have a proper hip hinge. And so when we do side swings, it always looks crazy at first. And so I really want to spend time breaking down proper side swings, looking for the yaw, the rotation. Let's get a proper side swing that's actually coming from hip snap instead of just bending over and letting the club or mace fly all willy-nilly over there. We're going to really work on driving from the hips. Side swing order, cast swing catch, side swing order. So working on things that will help build your strength to eventually work towards a mill. Side swing catch, single-handed shoulder cast, back to your side swing, make it a leg exercise, shoulder cast, staccato style, inside, outside. So I like to think of the clubs as having different families. You've got your static exercises, you've got your dynamic exercises, you've got your ballistic exercises, which are your swings. You've got compound exercises where you're pairing two exercises together. You've got your complex exercises where we're doing 360s and two-handed shield casts. And so when you think about clubs, and come to my seminar, you're going to learn about the different families of exercises and how to integrate them and weave them into your program design. So whether you're a coach or whether you're self-coaching yourself at home, this particular seminar is all levels. So you can come and earn 16 hours of CEC credit for whatever your personal training or Yoga Alliance, whatever your certification body is. I'm qualified to give you that 16 hours of CEC credit, but this is really for anybody that wants to expand their knowledge of integrating heavy club work into their own either personal program design or program design with their clients. So definitely come see me out in Seattle or come to the virtual option. It's gonna be October, and there'll be a few other placed on the calendar on my workshops tab. I probably will only do club seminars 1, if not 2 times a year at the very most, because I'm focused on some other seminars. So definitely come to this one, check it out. I'm really excited to bring this to life and see how it impacts my athletes.